Good afternoon and welcome to today's home of New Jersey United. We are thrilled so much United fans so excited. Thank you for showing us here today. New Jersey United is more than just a soccer team. We have a club full of spirit and dedication. With your support, we represent City FC. Before we kick off this match, I'd like to take a moment to gratify to our incredible sponsors. Their generous support makes that close on. You stand here at 18 minutes of the touchdown. They make a bunch of Diaza, Monja, Tom River, and Antonio Rico with pizza touchdown. All of these times they have Malawa and River. Let's give them a round of applause for the support. And don't forget, there's a giveaway. Two New York Red Bulls tickets. Make sure to go to the front stand and scan the QR code and have a chance to have football tickets. Win the name and the end of the match. Now, let's start today's game. Starting with the visiting team, Hartford City FC. Number one, Nate Lorenzo. Number six, Rick Thomas. Number 22, Marston Richards. Number 18, Patrick O'Mickey. Number 15, Alonzo Clark. Number 10, Jake Williams. Number 28, Evan Southern. Number 20, Parker Bassich. Number 8, Noah Silverman. And number 9, Evan Jones. And now, let's see our starting lineup for your New Jersey United. Number one, Bassett. Number 3, Eric Adlocha. Number 6, Captain Sean Atkin. Number 7, Jeremy Klinger. Number 9, Bernie Unico. Number 10, Jose Medino. Number 21, Joseph Dino. Number 22, Jaden Jackson. Number 25, Cole Martin. And now, if you are able, please rise playing with the national anthem.
You have a lot of things.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to not Metuchen, New Jersey, but we are on the campus of Wagner College here for NPSL Soccer in the North Atlantic Conference. Now, for those wondering why this game is not being played in Metuchen, New Jersey, there were last-minute changes, and unfortunately, we could not have our home field set for today's match. However, find ourselves not too far away from our home in New Jersey, but just a state over in Staten Island, New York, as we are just moments away before kickoff between the visitors Hartford City FC and New Jersey United. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Staten Island, New York. I am Miguel Freda, your broadcaster for today. Glad to have you all here with me. Now, coming into this match is one highly anticipated by New Jersey United, the New Jersey side, coming into this game, looking for really some revenge after their opening match day of the season and a 3-0 loss in the reverse fixture of this one. Of course, it was the first game at the time in the history of this club and ended up losing 3-0 thanks to 3 goals by 2 different goal scorers, Nate Beecher and Christian Dion, who currently find themselves starting on the bench today. It'll be interesting to see if they make an appearance later on in this game. But as for Hartford City FC, they've dropped the last 2 games after a really great start throughout the season. They were really the only team up at the top of the table that was challenging the current league leaders, the New York Shockers. But over the last 2 games, 2 straight losses, which is somewhat of a concern for a team that is just coming off fresh NPSL North Atlantic Conference champions from last season, losing an astonishing final minutes in the game against Vallejo FC, thanks to a goal by Michael Echeverry. And I'm sure Hartford City fans do not want me to remind them of that incident, but that was the first of 2 straight losses, and most recently at home against Syracuse FC, who currently find themselves tied in the league table with New Jersey United, but after their match yesterday against the New York Shockers are now 3rd in goal difference. And of course, a win here for New Jersey United would mean they will find themselves as the lone team in 2nd place, right behind the league leaders, New York Shockers, who are in a way kind of running away with the title at this moment. Of course, still 4 match days left for the other 4 teams outside of these 2. At least see an early opportunity here down the left-hand side for Hartford City, without the trouble of Fafman in goal. But it's certainly a game that both sides want to come out with and make a statement. New Jersey United, as I mentioned, feeling like a revenge game here, trying to take down the team that took them down in their first game in history. Now, there is a bit of a stoppage here. The referee halting play. Not quite sure what's going on. On the other side of the pitch, we have Nate DiLoretto, who exited his 18-yard box. Not sure if he came to pick up something off the turf. Oh, we will restart thanks to Fafman's goal kick. And in Hartford City, just trying to get their momentum back like it was over the first 3 and 4 match days of this season. And a win today for them would also notch them right above New Jersey United. And an early opportunity for Keeliko, but couldn't connect on the pass with Jaden Jackson. Jaden Jackson, wearing number 22, made his debut for this team last week for New Jersey United. Just came into the roster, started, found his name into the starting 11, and performed exceptionally well in that game on the right back spot. And for a 2nd consecutive week, finds himself in that exact same position. Here's Evan Southern. Nearly brought down through some contact by Navas, stays on his feet. Silverman has 2 defenders up with him and earns a throw. And I believe throw will have to be retaken, actually. Oh, no, it'll be a turnover, as a matter of fact. Not something you see at this level quite often anymore. An illegal throw-in. I believe that was Patrick Osicki who might have raised the back of his heel at the end of the throw-in there. So, cheap giveaway for Hartford City in these opening couple minutes. DiLoretto playing it long. Met by the head of Sad Locha. Evan Jones also fighting for it. Jeremy Klinger thought he escaped without hearing the whistle, gives up the foul. And Jeremy Klinger was a hero from last week's game against Vallejo FC, scoring the lone goal in the 1-0 victory just 7 days ago, which is a big reason why United find themselves in the position they find themselves in the league table, second place with 2 1-0 home victories. Maybe an early opportunity here for Hartford City FC. Cuts it back. The shot was going on goal. That was Evan Southern there, opting to use his right foot. And early on, we see a lot of pressure in the midfield and on the back line of New Jersey United, trying to force him into some mistakes. And now Kieliko's on the chase. And it's headed back by Griff Thomas, calmly to his keeper. Jackson was in a tussle with 2 Hartford City defenders, ends up getting the call in his favor. Here's Eric Sadlocha making his first appearance in the starting 11 this season. Jimmy Bruno not in the 18-man roster for this game. And Sadlocha is, in a way, someone required to fill the gap that Jimmy Bruno is leaving behind with his absence in today's game. Daoud, beautiful move, making his way past his defender as Kieliko up with him, trying to use the pace, but just the pass way too heavy there. Couldn't reach Kieliko. Given away again by Hartford City. Sean Cadigan looking to play Jeremy Klinger on this right-hand side. Moreland defending him. Jeremy Klinger gets the better of his man. Whips one into the box. No one there. There are shouts for a handball. The referee says nothing in it. Asad Locha chests it down, trying to keep things under control. That's it. Looking for a long ball to Evan Southern. The connection is not there between the 2 midfielders. And certainly a lot of Hartford City fans here in Staten Island today. They certainly made their presence felt in the team intros right before kickoff. Pino on the chase, the left back getting all the way into that left wing role, but just all the way back to Nate DiLoretto. Ball will trickle out of bounds, throw in for United. The play will restart, but it'll go all the way back to DiLoretto to start from the back for Hartford City FC. Both of these sides choosing to play with a 4-2-3-1, which is usually their preferred systems on either side. Now maybe an opportunity here for Hartford City, if not for Eric Sadlocha there in the back line. And Yamari looking to play in Klinger, who just about reaches it, has Kiliko up with him. One-on-one with his defender, needs some support. Drop back. Jackson was making the overlapping run. Klinger couldn't find it, but Yamari does. Jackson hits the deck. That'll be a foul against Griff Thomas of Hartford City, and the first set-piece opportunity of the day for New Jersey United. Another man who made his debut last week as well, alongside Jaden Jackson, Sakol Yomere, making his second straight appearance and second straight start for the Garden State team, has been tasked the responsibility of taking the set pieces, a majority of them at least. It has an early one here. That looked dangerous, sort of that back post. The chance could still be alive. Whipped in. Kiliko was at that near post and just couldn't flick it on. And pardon me, that was Sean Cadigan there, the captain, creeping in unmarked and nearly was able to find the back of Di Loretto's net for an opening United goal. Ten minutes played, still 0-0 between these two sides here. Staten Island, New York, on the campus of Wagner College, due to a late change of venue from New Jersey United. And that ball will head all the way over the fence, protecting the ball from leaving. So we'll have to retrieve a new ball here. It's out of bounds. This time it'll go to Hartford City. It will be Patrick Osicki to take the throw. Dude brings down his man and he gives up the free kick. In those type of situations, when you have your defender facing away from his goal, you don't want to give away a cheap free kick there, allowing your opponents an opportunity to regain possession and start to build up from the back. So Di Loretto once again opting to play it direct and met the head of Alonzo Clark, couldn't flick it on. Guidino under some pressure here, forced into a clearance. And we've seen that a lot throughout the season from New Jersey United. The pressure being put on by their opponents on the back line, forced into a clearance, and rather than patiently building up through possession, forcing for any good fortune to fall their way, hoping that one of their teammates ends up on the clearance. A lot of times as well, we've already seen it in this game. Some of the wingers and, of course, the striker Kiliko left very isolated with maybe one or two Hartford City defenders marking him, which makes life very difficult for your strikers. But at the very least, you can say that in 2 home games prior to today, New Jersey United have kept 2 clean sheets and 2 1-0 victories. So it is working either way. Ashley's looking to flick it on, only find Guidino. Yamare hits the floor and free kick in United's favor. Yamare. Saplocha. And nearly given away. It was risky play by United to end up on the positive side of the clearance. And a miscue by Di Loretto from the pressure by Kiliko, forcing a United throw in. So Pino to take the throw. Yamare in some space is being pressured by Jones and forced backwards. Satlocha again. Beautifully placed ball to Jeremy Klinger, making his way into the penalty area. Maybe an opportunity here. Navas towards that far post and just couldn't creep on its way on target. What an early sign of life for New Jersey United on their first real opportunity of the game. It was certainly a heart-in-the-mouth moment for Nate Di Loretto, who could only sit and watch. That was Diego Navas, number 10 for New Jersey United. Already has 2 goals on the season. And the first 2 goals in the history of this club, as a matter of fact. But hasn't found a goal since match day 3 against Syracuse FC. Guidino trying to aim for a Kiliko. Ball still loose, and Navas just can't shove his man. Alonzo Clark was up with him, and Sad Locha now has to do the backtracking work. Southern is the one pressuring him and forced to kick it out of play rather than playing it back to Max Pfaffman in net. Our shots for a handball. They won't get it by Parker Vasic. And here's Southern hugging that corner kick. And a free kick given away here. And this will allow the referee to take the card out of the pocket for the first time tonight. That is against number 20, Parker Vasic, who enters the bookings for the first yellow card of the afternoon. Still just about 25 minutes into the match. You never want to pick up an early booking in this game, especially one where you know a team is going to be physical with you. That's the type of team that New Jersey United are, not afraid to get in a tussle and in a wrestling match with any opponent. So Vasic will be walking on a tightrope for the rest of this game, trying his best to make sure he doesn't put in any nasty challenges from this point forward. All the way through, and it'll be a goal kick for New Jersey United, and a round of applause by the United faithful. Max Pfaffman once again getting the nod in net. Didn't start on match day 1, but since his heroic performances against Kingston Stockade, has started and found himself in the lineup every game since match day 2. So has really already made a quick name for himself early on, not just in his New Jersey United career, but New Jersey United's program as a whole. Klinger under some pressure gives it away to Thomas. Yamare not on the same page with Klinger, and they now lose possession cheaply. Williams with the switch of play to Osiki. And Pino getting his body in the way of the Hartford City connection. So Kiliko forced pressure on his own the back line of Hartford City, and it's rather frustrating that your number 9, your striker, been doing that quite often throughout the opening 5 matches, including today of the season. Kiliko hasn't found the back of the net yet as Cadigan is put under some pressure and nearly was a giveaway of using his physicality to keep possession alive. Daoud, beautiful nutmeg there. And the ricochet falls nicely back to Nate DiLoretto. Thomas. There's a connection, and Southern is on his way against Sadlocha, looking to cut inside once again. Losing a little bit of his balance, had an attempt, but Sadlocha got in the way of a possible shot. Hit it on. Williams under some pressure does really well, keeping possession to find Larson Richards. He's now looking to send Noah Silverman in a tussle with Jose Guidino. Clark looking to make his way into the penalty area, but once again, Jose Guidino standing in the way. Jose Guidino, the Peruvian, Very tall and physical player. Can play either the center back role or center defensive midfield role, which we've seen him interchange with Sean Cadigan of United a couple times already this season. But Guidino, or I should say Coach Barboto, opting to play Guidino at the back and Sean Cadigan just ahead of him. Guidino looking for the run of Daoud. Out of bounds, throwing for United. Umare. As Jackson making the run, finds Klinger. Escapes two defenders. And here's Kiliko with his back to goal. Southern brought down, and Umare commits the foul. Now Hartford City an opportunity to regroup, take care of possession. And while the side making the trip from Connecticut have started off on a positive note right out of the gate in this game, dominating possession, having a couple of solid opportunities in that final third of the pitch. United have played themselves into this game quite nicely, if I do say so myself. Here's Thomas. Looking for any option in the box, could only find the foot of Joseph Pino. Daoud on the turn. I might have touched him last, and it did. Daoud gives up the throw, and possibly an opportunity for Hartford City to play one long into the box. They'll play it to Southern. Oh, beautiful move, making his way into the box. Can only meet the foot of Sat Locha there once again. Clark and Kiliko fighting for it. Clark comes away with it. Richards finds Southern. Likes to cut in on that right-hand side rather than go out wide on his left foot. Clark was looking for the nutmeg, ended up going through the legs of Klinger, but at the cost of losing possession as Jackson hits the deck and the referee blows a whistle in favor of New Jersey United. New Jersey United would like to thank AP2T, specialized in their individualized training programs that help athletes reach their maximum potential. With cutting-edge technology and research-based regimens, AP2T conditions both mind and body for peak performance. Train like an elite athlete with AP2T. Another whistle, and this time, once again, in favor of New Jersey United. Play it quickly to Cadigan. Pino is on the left-hand side. Swing it back out to the right. Mare couldn't pick out a target. Here's Clark with a pocket of space. Jones was looking to make the run, just about held it on side, maybe. Evan Jones could be in behind for the opening goal. And Hartford City take the lead in Staten Island, New York. Evan Jones just about staying onside and making his way all the way to Fathman for a great opportunity and makes no mistake in finding the back of the net. And Evan Jones for Hartford City FC puts the visiting side ahead by a 1-0. As we see them celebrating, there were questions of an offside flag being asked by the United side. The flag never came up, and Hartford City FC take the lead. And what is considered an away match for them, of course, not the traditional home of New Jersey United, but they are the visiting team here today, making the trip from Connecticut. So restart of play, and New Jersey United looking to at least carve up an opportunity with about 20 minutes left remaining in this first half. Hartford City leading by a goal thanks to Evan Jones. Cadigan looking for Daoud. Trying to use his physicality, but can't come up with the ball there. Southern looking to flick it on, still putting possession. Southern against Cadigan. Cadigan comes away with the victory in that tussle. Questions were being asked that the ball was out of bounds, and the referee agrees with them as the linesman signals for a Hartford City FC throw in. There are a lot of fans in attendance for today's match. Really a 50-50 split with both sides. New Jersey United fans certainly making their presence known, as I mentioned earlier. Hartford City FC fans certainly showing their pride, supporting their team, making the trip, which was approximately 2.5 hours, of course, not really including traffic. But they made the trip here to support their Hartford City FC side, and they have rewarded them with a goal in this first half and are up by 1-0 thanks to Evan Jones finding the back of the net in a one-on-one situation with Max Fassman. Here's Richards. Finds Williams. Looking to play Southern in behind. Nearly got possession there had Jaden Jackson not been a little more alert that time. But once again, United just forced to kick the ball as far forward as possible, unable to take and keep the ball and build up from the back. Sadlocha looking for Jackson, and they give it away once again very cheaply. Fortunately, Sadlocha gets another opportunity at it. Guidino looking to play long again. Jeremy Klinger is there. Diego Navas on the chase, trying to keep it in play, but that'll be a New Jersey United corner, their first corner kick of this half. And it'll be Sokol Umere to take the in-swinger. Six different blue and white jerseys to aim for in the penalty area. They play it short. They tried this last week against Vallejo. It didn't work out. Couldn't find the back of the net this time around as it calmly fell to the hands of Nate DiLoretto. And DiLoretto has been quiet up to this point, hasn't really been forced into making a big save, which most of his action has come just through playing out of the back and keeping possession. Now Sean Cadigan will make his way into the books on the challenge. And that'll be the first New Jersey United player receiving a card in this game. So we saw a yellow card earlier by Parker Vasic of Hartford City, and now it's Sean Cadigan making his way into the books, which is now one apiece for both sides. Looking to play direct, and it'll come all the way back out comfortably to Max Fassman. Guidino back to Guidino. Now United looking to be patient, looking for any options in midfield. For Hartford City, giving them no space and time to even think about playing the pass. Clark did very well up to the point where he gave it away for a throw-in for the hosts. throw in for Hartford City. Jackson went airborne there for a split second. And out of bounds, as Jackson couldn't keep it in play. Navas did really well reclaiming possession there, but unfortunately Klinger couldn't push it forward and gives it up to Hartford City. And now the goal scorer Jones making another run in behind, and this time Max Pfaffman able to get there before the number 9 for Hartford City could get his foot on it. And one thing I'm really curious about, and certainly going to ask at the end of this match, is how New Jersey United felt playing on a brand new turf. Of course, they are the host of this contest, as I mentioned, but it's not their original home field in Metuchen, New Jersey, as Daoud playing Navas on that far-hand side. Navas looking for any space to breathe. Pino played a first-time ball in, and Di Loretto coming up with it. But as I was saying, interesting to see how the players felt just hearing about a change of venue almost 24 hours prior to the match against Hartford City FC. If that had anything to do with their performance here today. Passage finds Silverman. They're forced all the way back. Jake Williams. Here to Griff Thomas. Clark in midfield has been dominant up to this point in the match. Alonzo Clark making his presence felt in the center of the park. Jones with his back to goal. Clark in some space. Might fancy his chances, and that shot was always rising. Alonzo Clark, I was just praising him moments ago for his contribution to the match thus far. Had a solid opportunity for a look on goal that time. About 13 minutes still remaining in the first half of this game, and the only thing separating these two sides is a goal by Evan Jones in a one-on-one situation with goalkeeper Max Pfaffman, tucking it away nicely into that bottom right corner, which gave Hartford City FC the lead, with still about 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Kiliko just about able to get a flick on it, sending Navas on his way, but he hit the deck. And once again, United unable to string together a couple of passes in midfield. Yamere looking for any options forward. Once again, forced play into his center back. And Clark hits the deck on a shoving it back by Sean Cadigan. And a round of applause, this time from the Hartford City fans here in attendance. Pino gets a head on it. Only fine. Out of bounds. We'll send the ball back to Hartford City. And Jake Williams getting clipped by Kiliko. But seems good to go on the quick restart. Looking for Jones, but it couldn't reach the striker up top. Yumeri with pressure. Here's Sadlocha. Jackson. Beautifully done against his defender. And Klinger trying to keep that ball in play, trying to use his pace, but it just muscled away from it by Iman Moylan. couple of New Jersey United supporters making their displeasure heard to the head official with the no call moments ago. Jackson finds Navas, but it's once again so cheaply United giving it away. No one in midfield to even have an opportunity to keep possession. And you gift the ball back to Hartford City, who have been dominant really for long stretches of this game, but really since Evan Jones scored that goal, it's really been all Hartford City FC. Locha calmly chests it down to Pino. And he's forced all the way back to Fatman. Navas getting a couple of kicks in there, as this free kick takes it quickly. Here's Yumere. Once again, Hartford City FC dispossessing New Jersey United, and Kiliko trying to use his physicality there. Klinger's up there as well. Two bodies hit the deck, and the call will go against the team in blue and white today as the visitors earn the free kick in the eyes of the referee. It will be retaken as the ball was not taken from the correct spot. Jones finds Silverman, who's made his way on this near hand side now. And another shove in the back, this time by Jackson. Gives the set piece right back to Hartford. Head official having a word with Jeremy Klinger, saying he needs to step away a lot quicker than he's been doing thus far, preventing Hartford City from taking any quick free kicks. Moreland finds Larson Richards. Under pressure, Hartford City have to be careful. And Amon Moreland just about able to get control of the ball after losing it for a split second under his footing. Cadigan finds Yumare. He has a pocket of space, has Klinger up with him on the right-hand side, didn't use him, and Navas was going for the spectacular. We ended up straight into the hands of Nate DiLoretto, who once again is really not troubled by any of the opportunities that come his way. So the saves that he has had to make today have been rather simple, ones you would expect him to make in training. Slinger with the header on. Williams gives it away. And Navas first to it. Cadigan, he can strike one from distance off the plate short that time. Yumere. And all the way back to Locha. Cadigan is forced all the way back to Guidino, and once again, Hartford City just holding their shape very firmly, keeping things compact in midfield. Just from watching them throughout this opening half, which we still have about 6 minutes remaining, it's quite evident that they have a great understanding of one another. The communication has been spot on, understanding where each one of them is on the pitch at all times. It's played a big role as to why they have the lead. With just about over 5 minutes to play in this first half, a goal by Evan Jones is what separates these two sides. Guidino. Guidino likes to play those long balls forward, just looking for any option there. We see a beautiful flick by Navas. Calico, strike from distance. And it was certainly one that left you on the edge of your seat. You're a fan for New Jersey United. It looked like a good attempt for Calico. But now we see a player down for New Jersey United, and that is number 10, Diego Navas. So fortunately able to get back on his 2 feet on his own strength. Clark with the header on. Now the foot raise, Pino just about able to hold possession for now. Guidino was there as well, and the foul given away by Hartford City this time. 2 New Jersey United defenders double teaming Vasic that time, forcing him into the giveaway. Umere back to Guidino. Over the course of this match, up to this point, United have chosen to play more on the right-hand side compared to the left, where really Pino and Dahoud have been fairly quiet up to this point. And of course, the right-hand side is where they scored the goal from last week, in large part thanks to excellent performances by Jaden Jackson and Jeremy Klinger. Dahoud has kept himself on side. He's really stealthy, can create something here, looking to find Calico into the box. Couldn't reach him, and Dahoud, maybe another opportunity, a shot. Comes out to Klinger, who's still going in possession. The body's pushing forward for United. Klinger's still going and just unable to keep possession on a rather frustrating effort that time. Sadlocha couldn't stop Jones, but ran out of real estate. The ball trickles out of bounds. Delwood once again on the left-hand side against Clark. And a cheap giveaway, and if Jones can get there, he has a teammate up with him. That's Silverman up on the right-hand side. Oh, and that's a beautifully timed tackle by Pino. Someone halting him in his tracks. Back to Jones. And just couldn't make the connection that he had hoped for, but another great opportunity on the ball by Parker Vasic to find Evan Jones. Picked him out to perfection. But the first time effort didn't work out. I believe it looked like it came off his knee or his thigh. Possibly. I didn't have the best look at it from where I'm sitting. But that will certainly go down as a wasted opportunity for Hartford FC. Going to Sadlocha. Here's Jackson. Just under 2 minutes remaining in this first half of normal time. Midfield, Jackson on the chase. And how did Parker Vasic come up with it? No excuse from New Jersey United that time. He was double teamed out of bounds, and Hartford City will win possession. New Jersey United would like to thank Bagel Hut of Matawan, serving the freshest bagels in town. Start your day right with Bagel Hut. Delicious bagels and spreads. Visit them for a breakfast that hits the spot. And Hartford City will retake the throw. We're now just about 30 seconds away of normal time remaining in the first half. Of course, it'll be up to the referee's discretion on if there will be any added time at the conclusion of the first half. Making their way into the penalty area And Locha able to get a clearance on it. Played through a shot from a very awkward angle. And that was Evan Southern, who started the night on the left-hand side, has made his way over to the right. So we are officially in stoppage time of this first half. It'll be up to the referee's discretion as to how much longer we will continue in the first 45 minutes. But it does appear Hartford City will have just enough time to take this corner kick. And a possible opportunity to double their lead entering the break. With one dangerously, Alonzo Clark got his header on it. Rising up and over the bar, but the corner kick will be retaken once again as the referee determined. The last touch by his man, Eric Sadlocha. Or excuse me, my mistake. That was Nicole Umere. That time getting the final touch. So still time. The time will be allowed for Hartford City to once again take this corner kick. Very similar situations. Flicked on, bounced in the box. Dangerous. Looking to whip one back inside. It was Griff Thomas, and United able to get it cleared for the moment. Gotta go all the way back out to Di Loretto with Klinger applying the pressure. Excuse me. Alonzo Clark really well getting up in the air for that one, but he brings down his man moments later, which allows United to get the ball back. Maybe one final opportunity here. Time allows for New Jersey United to at least have a crack on goal. Kaliko making his way into the area. Navas now on the chase, looking to keep it alive. Umere, Daoud, strike from distance. Not really close to troubling Di Loretto in net as the ball sailed miles away from the goal. Miscue by Jones. Nearly worked out in their favor, but still time for United to push forward. Once again, Kaliko can't keep possession. That's two defenders now that he has to take care of. Nowhere to go, and nearly gave up the foul out of frustration, but play continues for Hartford City. So a lot of time being added on at the end of this first half by the head official. Of course, I don't have the exact amount, as that is only up to the referee's discretion, but we are at the conclusion of the first 45 minutes of normal time in the first half. Udino can't be stopped that time. Navas looking for Klinger. Klinger wasn't really interested in making the run, as a referee will call the attention of one of the Hartford City FC players, I believe that is. Not quite sure what the incident could have been. Just having a word, no cards coming out of the pocket, at least for now. Di Loretto pushing everyone forward, trying to finish off this first half. And the referee does officially blow his whistle after a couple of extra minutes of added time in this first half. But that does conclude the first half between Hartford City FC and New Jersey United. A goal by Evan Jones is what separates these two sides heading into the break here in Staten Island, New York. But do not go anywhere. We still have 45 minutes remaining for these two sides. Hartford City trying to get their season and momentum back on track for this season, and New Jersey United continuing to make a push into that top two, maybe give the New York Shockers some trouble. But they will need a miraculous comeback here in this second half for a very well-mannered and disciplined Hartford City FC side. Don't go anywhere. At the end of the first 45 minutes, New Jersey United 0, Hartford City FC 1. Hello and welcome back to Staten Island, New York, here on the campus of Wagner College. We are just about set to get underway for the remaining 45 minutes in NPSL North Atlantic Conference Soccer. Hartford City FC went into the break as we should have gotten underway had Kildonic not gotten a head start. But Hartford City went into the break with a 1-0 lead thanks to a goal by Evan Jones, wearing the number 9 today. Hartford City and New Jersey United looking to come out of the break with a new sense of hope and hopefully gain some momentum if you are a New Jersey fan. Now, what could this possibly mean if the results hold in terms of the league table? It will certainly do Hartford City FC a lot of good trying to get their momentum back after dropping the last 2 games to Vallejo and Syracuse. But if Hartford City can see this game out, they will find themselves in second place, just 1 point above New Jersey United and Syracuse FC, which of course would also mean they would be 6 points behind the New York Shockers, which they still have 1 game remaining against them. And also give credit to Hartford City because they're the only team to take any points off the league leaders in the Shockers. So they are certainly a quality team. Haven't been producing at the level that's been expected of them over the last 2 games. But early goal here in the first half is what separates these 2 sides. They could possibly see Hartford City get themselves back on track heading into what is expected to be a playoff run. So I already mentioned his name, but one notable change, Ryan Kildanic checking in, number 8 in the midfield for New Jersey United. And it was Diego Navas who made his way off the pitch. Not sure if it was injury related. He did take a couple of knocks in that first half, but Diego Navas, number 10, has been replaced by Ryan Kildanic. Now here's Dawood looking for an early goal-scoring opportunity. Dawood was looking to bend one, and that just about went past Kieliko, who was also lurking inside that 6-yard box. But an early round of applause for the New Jersey United fans, trying to give them some energy heading into this corner kick. But excellent work by Khaled Dawood, cutting inside, nearly creating a possible opportunity. Umere to take. Driven ball in. Klinger was up there. Awkward clearance. Kildanic had it caught on his feet. Kildanic going for something special that was miles wide, leaving troubling Di Loretto. Over the first 45 minutes, Hartford City have had majority of the chances, majority of the possession, and now find themselves a goal to the good against a team, brand new team, entering the NPSL North Atlantic Conference this season in New Jersey United. And while they still have much to play for, Sean Cadigan earns a free kick. Clark is unhappy as he thought he got all ball in that attempt. But referee whistles in favor of United. So Umere being patient, looking to play one in direct. Maybe give some nerves to the back line of the Hartford City defense. Mary going really deep towards that back post. The first to it is Evan Southern. He has options going forward, and Sakol Umere had to get that right. But the danger's still not cleared. If Hartford City hurry, it could be a 2 against 3. But the ball will not reach Evan Jones on the pass by number 20, who checked in for the match for Hartford City FC, Mateo Zambuja. So the throw will have to be retaken. Jackson taking it a little bit too far ahead of where the referee initially marked it at. Here's Guidino. Guidino couldn't find Kildanic, who ends up getting his head on it. Here he is. And in the late tackle, you very clearly see Hartford City go back into possession on their free kick. And Jake Williams wanted to play it quickly. It may not have been the right decision that time. Jackson on that far hand side has been quiet thus far today after coming off an excellent debut 7 days ago. Klinger has 3 defenders around him, just about able to keep it in play. Jackson went for the dummy, and Kaliko was there, and Jackson was ready to make his way into the attacking third of the pitch, but the referee whistled back, and I believe the foul was against Murdy Kaliko. So we will have another change here. Hartford City FC very early on into the second half. Interesting to see why the substitution wasn't made at the break. However, it will be a face that New Jersey United certainly do not want to see step onto the pitch. Here today, it's Christian Dion, scored 2 goals against New Jersey United in the reverse fixture on the opening game of this season. But he replaces number 28, Evan Southern. Or excuse me, my mistake, Noah Silverman. This time, another whistle on another yellow card. This time given to Sakol Umere. So now both of United's center defensive midfielders now find themselves on yellow cards. So they have to walk carefully from this point moving forward, which still a little less than 40 minutes remaining in the game. Sean Cadigan found himself in the book at the end of that first half, and now early on in the second, Umere makes his way into the books with him. Here's Southern against Pino. Good for the ball to Williams, plays it back. An excellent defensive tackle there by Sad Locha. The danger still not clear. Clark looking for space, looking for an opportunity, has Jackson there with him. Dion sprinting to keep it in play, but just ran out of real estate that time. It'll be a goal kick for Fathman and New Jersey United. So both these sides coming into today, already playing half the season in 5 games played, with playing each team at least once thus far up to this point. Now on match day 6, as Kaliko was in a tussle, this is going to be really awkward for Di Loretto. It's still loose, and Jeremy Klinger couldn't capitalize. Would have been a gift of an opportunity. Nate Di Loretto was caught in no man's land looking for the ball. Not sure if the sun played a factor in his vision. That will certainly go down as a great opportunity for New Jersey United with Jeremy Klinger on the doorstep. But as I was mentioning before, match day 6 now for both these sides in today's game. It is the last one of this week, with the 2 other games being played yesterday. Kingston Stockade coming up as 2-0 victors over Vallejo FC, and Syracuse FC hosting the league leaders New York Shockers, unable to take any points away from them in a 3-1 loss. Now Hartford City looking to join Kingston Stockade and New York Shockers in the win column for this week. Already have a goal in the box score, thanks to Evan Jones, wearing the number 9 for Hartford City. But still plenty of time left remaining, about 36 minutes or so, as Clark has stayed on side. The flag has stayed down. Alonzo Clark really had nowhere to go. Bodies were slow to make their way into the box for Hartford City. Now the referee will go back to an incident to deal with and have a word with some of the Hartford City FC players, 3 of them as a matter of fact. Now, of course, I'm not on the pitch with them, but based on body language, I can make a guess that he's complaining about the no calls he's been getting. A lot of physicality shown from New Jersey United. That's number 22, Larson Richards, has had to man mark Murdy Kuliko for long stretches of this game. And for those who do know Kuliko, a very physical player, not easy to deal with for any center back. The play will restart. It'll be a corner kick for Hartford City. Deep. It's a dangerous area, and Max Fatman able to come away with it with Alonzo Clark lurking in his area. Koldonic finds Daoud. Cadigan under pressure by Dion, forced to find Umere. Looking for the switch of play. Koldonic was there, and that'll be a free kick whistle against United as Hartford City FC took the brunt of that effort and will regain possession. Once again, Di Loretto choosing to push his teammates forward rather than playing it out from the back. That's something you see quite often these days, especially considering this level of competition you find yourselves in. And a miscue there by Guidino misread that ball, which nearly could have allowed Hartford City FC to be in behind. Osicki. Back to Moylan. Looking down the left wing, can only find Jaden Jackson. And now he's on his way to find Klinger. Flips outside of his heel, but still has it for an opportunity. One-on-one situation. He thrives in these, but on the left foot. Unable to cross the ball into the box to find a teammate. The visitors leading 1-0 here on the campus of Wagner College, thanks to a goal by Evan Jones in a one-on-one situation with Max Fatman, able to find the back of the net. And that is the only thing that separates these two sides at the moment. And the way that Hartford City have been playing up to this point, certainly looks like they might be able to come away with all 3 points. Jackson heads it back to Fatman. Sadlocha, as a reminder, making his first appearance in the starting 11 today. Eric Sadlocha has done very well up to this point, replacing Jimmy Bruno in his absence this week. Koldonic to Umere. Kuliko with his back to goal again. Beautiful spin move. Kuliko looking for his right foot, trying to find space, but just can't get a shot off. And Koldonic will certainly enter the books this time around, pulling the jersey of one of the Hartford City players. That was Evan Southern, who was involved. So that's the third New Jersey United player to enter the books today for the referee. And fourth throughout the game, one for Parker Vasich earlier in the first half. Long ball, could only find the head of Pino. Osicki finds a pass in midfield. This might work out nicely for Hartford City. Dion looking for another goal that was curving towards that far post. And a round of applause from the fans who made the trip from Connecticut here for Hartford City, as Christian Dion was involved in that opportunity, but has earned himself and his side a corner kick on the forehand side. As I mentioned before, we know Christian Dion can certainly find the back of the net, has that capability, scored 2 in the first meeting between these two sides. The in-swinger by Hartford City and flicked on by Jackson for another corner that will be taken from the opposite side. Under 30 minutes remaining in this one. It'll be Jake Williams standing over it. Whipped into that near post. United able to clear. Daoud also got a foot in. And Griff Thomas plays one back in. Alonzo Clark was there, but the offside flag quickly was raised. So regardless of the result, would have been called back for an offside against Alonzo Clark. The fans here from New Jersey United trying to give their team some support. A couple of shouts and chants supporting their side. As I mentioned, just past the 60-minute mark in this one, still plenty of time for United to find the back of the net and create an opportunity for themselves. Who's to say they can't find out 1 but 2 goals in this one? Especially you get 1 and you have the momentum on your side. And that's confirmation on the recent Hartford City substitute. Parker Vasic, who had picked up a yellow card earlier on today, has made his way off the pitch for Mark Grant, number 21 for Hartford City. So the substitution for Hartford City, Mark Grant coming on for Parker Vasic. Jackson will take the deep throw in his time, but the referee has signaled for the illegal throw, I believe. It certainly wasn't an offside because there cannot be an offside off a throw. And yes, it was an illegal throw-in by Jaden Jackson. That's confirmation. So now Hartford City will have it back. And it's little turnovers like those that just frustrate a coach and frustrate a team. When you have an opportunity to play a ball into the final third and then you realize seconds later it was an illegal throw, and it's like, what's the point of all this? Murray finds Jackson, has Klinger up with him, doesn't make the run. Jackson takes it on himself. And so a lot of times we're seeing it. It's just you find one of the United players on the wings and they're confronted by not 1 but 2 Hartford City defenders. Jackson with the first time ball into that near post. The maker of the run was Ryan Koldonic. And that will be a goal kick, I believe it was signaled. Excuse me, corner kick, the referee had decided. But that was certainly promising from New Jersey United. They're knocking on the door this time. Now a corner kick as a result. Can they capitalize on it? Yumere. It is dangerous. Di Loretto with 2 strong fists to it. Now on the near hand side, beautifully done against Jaden Jackson. That was the goal scorer, Evan Jones. Osicki. Back to Richards, forced all the way back to his goalkeeper for the first time clearance. Pino heads it along, could only find Patrick Osicki yet again. Clark has runners to his left. He chooses to go that direction on the left wing now. Klinger back tracking defensively. And it's also with Thomas. And Jaden Jackson, I believe, ending up with a beautifully timed tackle there, as the referee was not interested in blowing his whistle that time. And Klinger on the far-hand side. And Alonzo Clark exchanged some words after Jeremy Klinger fell to the ground. I'm not sure what was said, but it was enough to find himself Now into the books for Alonzo Clark, picking up the yellow card. Now, the initial challenge on Jeremy Klinger by Clark didn't look anything too drastic, but there were certainly some words said to Klinger as he was down in pain. And that might have been the main reason why he finds himself picking up the yellow card. Now, the United defense has plenty of space to play keep away amongst each other, but Hartford City would let them do that all day as long as they don't trouble their net. Klinger took a slip and gives up possession again. Long ball was looking for that wing, does so really well. The far hand side, Evan Southern making the run into the box. Beautiful step removed by Dion. We could only find Eric Sadlocha, who came in defensively. Jackson trying to keep it in play, but it will be out of bounds for another corner kick for Hartford City, created by Christian Dion. He's been a nightmare for New Jersey United to deal with. Hopefully, if you're a United fan, you don't see him go back on the score sheet. Against a side he already has 2 goals against. But it's the Evan Jones goal that separates these two sides at the moment, as Hartford City FC lead 1-0 thanks to a goal from that first half. There will be a substitution made for Hartford City FC. It's Thomas Dubin getting set to check on. There'll be a round of applause for the man coming off. And Dubin does check into the game. Coming out for the goal scorer, Evan Jones, as confirmation. Another corner kick, Sadlocha was his head to it. The whip one towards that far post. And that was Larson Richards, a center back, trying to create something in the attacking final third. Captain Sean Cadigan, he's also been fairly quiet today, at least in the offensive side of the ball. But of course, when you're playing a stingy defense such as Hartford City FC, you're going to hear that a lot, heading to the direction of many different players. Mary looking to play it long, looking for Jackson. Beautiful first touch, and there's a throw. Oh, he will not earn the throw. Lay was last off Jackson, so it'll be a Hartford City FC throw. "22 minutes remaining still in this one. Hartford City up a goal to nil. Still plenty of time left on the clock for New Jersey United to find a goal. But if they can't find one soon, the window for them to find an opportunity continues to shut closer and closer. Jackson in the foot race with Dion, which Dion wins. And it will be a goal kick for New Jersey United to the displeasure of Christian Dion. Sadlocha will switch it out to Sean Cadigan, who's made his way to this left back position now. Daoud put on the pressure by 2 Hartford City defenders. And here's Evan Southern once again. Southern still going in his tracks. He can't be stopped at the moment. The tackle came in, but it was all clean in the eyes of the official, and it certainly was a well-timed challenge by Sokol Umere. But for a moment, it looked like no one could stop Evan Southern in his tracks, making his way past a couple of defenders and nearly finding himself an opportunity for a strike on goal. Locha wants to switch to play, looking for Joseph Pino. Doesn't reach him as Evan Southern is there again. Look at that driven ball to his teammate up top by Southern. But didn't make the run that time. As Thomas Dubin, the player who just checked in most recently, was looking for Southern making the run. Out again looking for Klinger. And it's cleared out by the Connecticut side. Cadigan against Grant, up with him. Pino. Cadigan looking for any option, surrounded by 3 Connecticut jerseys, able to escape from the pressure, and Kildonic is now on the chase. With some physicality there shown, Kildonic unable to beat his man that time. Some more subs for this time New Jersey United prepare to check into the game. John Paul Valencia checking in, which started much of the most recent games as well, as long as Romario Mesa. And it'll be Murdy Kiliko and Khaled Daoud checking off for Valencia and Mesa. Definitely an interesting switch by Coach Fernando Barboto of United, with Daoud really more like a winger, whereas while Mesa can play on the wings, more of a number 9 playing up top in that central role. The same goes for JP Valencia, playing more in that center midfield position, but can also come out wide for a bit every now and then. Now Southern looking to get on the end of it, Bathman off his line. Is Valencia's first action of the night. Murray looking long again, has Kildonic up. It'll be a throw-in for United. Under 18 minutes still left to play, just past the 72-minute mark in this one. With United still searching for their golden opportunity here in this second half. They've come close a couple of times already, but have never really troubled Di Loretto on their own. It was an opportunity where Di Loretto misread the judgment of a very high ball coming his way. And United nearly capitalized on it, but that was, of course, off a mistake by Di Loretto. United have not been able to create opportunities on their own, as we see referee signal in favor of the visitors. And another substitute getting ready to check in. And another man who scored in the first game of the season against New Jersey United. Nate Beecher checking in, number 25, and off comes number 28, Evan Southern for Hartford City. Now it's United applying the pressure very deep in Hartford City's own half. Unable to come up with possession. Pino, great header in midfield to Kildonic. Puts his back to goal, put under a lot of pressure, but able to escape. And Jackson now have acres of room ahead of him. Klinger. Bodies pushing forward for both sides. Klinger, a first-time effort. And that was Romario Mesa, the man who just checked in a couple of minutes ago, who had the strike. Couldn't direct it on target. And in other news for New Jersey United, they are preparing another substitution for a player about to make his first appearance for this team all season long. Alex Oladapo, number 2 for New Jersey United. set to make his first appearance of the season. Cadigan and Clark went in a little bit of a tussle, which Cadigan comes out on top. Umere, Koldonic, back to Jackson. Clark comes away with it. Does have space up with him, has a teammate up as well. Clark looking for Dubin, but he a little bit too eager and was offside. Now, Dubin kicked the ball away after he heard the whistle for the offside flag. The referee did not see it. But Max Pfaffman was asking that possibly could have been a yellow card. Now, the man that I mentioned moments ago making his debut, Alex Oladapo, checking in for number 22, Jaden Jackson. So it'll be interesting to see what Oladapo can provide in his debut at a time when you're down a goal, looking for any sort of life. It does appear to be a like-for-like swap with Jackson. So Oladapo will play in that right back position as the ball towards Koldonic couldn't reach him. Under 14 minutes still remaining in this one. United haven't found a real good opportunity as Klinger nearly got an end of that one. Have to be careful, Nate Fioretto there. But United really haven't had the opportunity that they've been looking for. They've had a couple of half chances, but maybe they'll find one here. Meso looking to play into a Klinger, but it won't reach him. That'll be a foul against Jeremy Klinger. And what I thought was going to be a little bit of a confrontation there ended up being a handshake and a pat on the back for both parties involved. That was Jeremy Klinger and center back for Hartford City FC, Iman Moylan. Dino comes away with it and a nutmeg along the way as well. And here's Oladapo with his first touch as a New Jersey United player. Just about kept in play. Hartford City able to clear their lines. Here's Valencia. Looking for Klinger again. They've been targeting him quite often throughout the game, but have not been able to give him a solid opportunity or look at goal. Osicki earns a free kick that time. Wasn't much contact, but Patrick Osicki had two New Jersey United players up against him. Guidino to Pino. Back to Guidino. Flicked on by Dubin. And here's Dion carving himself an opportunity and comfortably saved by Max Pfaffman this time around. Christian Dion on his left foot had carved out an opening for himself. Oladapo. Umere. Valencia unable to produce anything positive from the situation he found himself in. And approaching 10 minutes remaining in this game, approaching the 80th minute mark, with 10 minutes plus stoppage time, of course, remaining in the match. New Jersey United, as I mentioned already, they're still looking for at least one good opportunity for a strike on net. Hartford City have been playing extremely well, holding their back line. The communication has been spot on all afternoon. But you just never know in this sport. There may be one last opportunity. Oladapo to Valencia. Murray keeps it in play to Klinger. Oladapo with a first-time ball. Klinger looking to get on the end of it. And while he's fast, he's not that fast as that ball trickles its way out of play. It's usually around this time, with officially now under 10 minutes to go, where now you see players from the winning side start to take their time executing on goal kicks, free kicks, any set pieces, really. So Hartford City with a slim advantage, but an advantage nonetheless, up by a 0-0, thanks to a goal by Evan Jones in the first half. So United will have an opportunity from a set piece. They won't go direct, but play it short. Something that they've been trying to do all night long, but it hasn't worked out for them very well. And something positive come from the man making his debut, Alex Oladapo. Klinger, no space to run. Oladapo comes back to him. Murray with the first-time cross. Pino at that back post. Beecher with the header away. Valencia is lurking. Mesa is there as well. Cadigan with a first-time effort. And considering the circumstances, certainly not a bad effort by any means, but did in trouble Di Loretto, who's had a fairly easy time in net today. He did have that one miscue earlier on in this half where maybe the sun did play a role in his vision, but thus far still strong and just keeping his clean sheet. Here's Dion. Koldonic and Klinger on that right-hand side. Playing into midfield to Sean Cadigan, who does have a lot of space now in midfield. Beecher applying the pressure. Cadigan still going. Koldonic broken up by Grant, the second half substitute. And now Dubin's left very isolated. And no surprise, couldn't keep possession. So we do have another substitution set to check in the match, but New Jersey United will also like to thank RP Prime Steakhouse, bringing New York City caliber fine dining to northern New Jersey. Enjoy the finest cuts of meat, fresh seafood, and all your steakhouse classics. Visit RP Prime in Mahwah and Fairlawn for an unforgettable dining experience. And as confirmation, that was number 19, Jamie Madrid, coming on for Eric Sadlocha, the center back. So certainly more of an attacking move with the midfielder coming on for the defender. We see another player enter the books for Hartford City FC. The referee not shy about taking the card out of the pocket today. That's 6 yellow cards in total, 3 for each side. Not only is it a free kick in favor of United, but it's certainly one in a great position where one would consider possibly having an opportunity on goal. Right now it's Yamere and Klinger standing over it. Interesting how Klinger's lining up for it as if he's a lefty. He is a righty, for anyone wondering. So I would expect Yamere to take it. Looking to curl one, but that was always rising, and the dip didn't come down in time. 7 minutes remaining in the match. We approach the 83rd minute in this game. 1-0 still in favor of Hartford City FC. The goal scorer, number 9, Evan Jones, for the visitors. Murray heads it on, could only find Beecher. Osicki keeps it in play. Mesa up for it. Osicki under pressure and concedes the throw-in. Oladapo back to Madrid. Imore. Almost everyone's sitting very deep for Hartford City FC at the moment. Approaching the 85th minute mark in this one. Guardino making his way in midfield. Valencia with space. Klinger was put in an unfortunate situation and really had nowhere to go, but they'll get it back here, United. Cadigan, Imere. Madrid playing the ball forward, couldn't find Koldanic. Ryan Koldanic has been involved in the offense every here and there, but really have been unable to execute on the opportunities that he's had thus far. William Clark working. Oladapo whipped one in. Grant was there. Comes back out to Madrid. Plays one all the way back to Di Loretto in goal, who this time calmly takes care of the situation with 4 minutes still remaining in the game. And of course, those 4 minutes are just of normal time. I'm sure the referee will add an additional couple of minutes at the conclusion of the full 90. Hartford City now forced into another clearance. Morel pressured by Dion and finds Oladapo calmly. Beautifully done by Griff Thomas. And here's Dion again looking to make his way. He did stay in play against Oladapo, was asking for the out-of-bounds call. Hartford City continuing on in their path, never went out of play. Grant plays it forward, Dion again. Had Guardino all over him. And Guardino, the Peruvian, comes out on top and earns a free kick as well. Morel will restart play with 3 minutes still left of normal time in the game. United, they've been looking and searching for any opportunities. They have gotten nothing cleanly up to this point. And just like that, out of bounds call goes against New Jersey United. And we will have one more substitution before this game ends, with Andrew Bilby set to check on. But I'm not quite sure who yet. So there will be a pass of the captain's armband, as now Mark Grant will take over as the captain in the final couple of minutes here. But it was Jake Williams making his way off for number 19, Andrew Bilby. Round of applause from the fans making the trip from Connecticut for their captain, Jake Williams. Out of play, and once again, United unable to find anything in their favor. Bilby finds Grant, the new captain, has Dion to his left and Beecher to his right. Dion gives it back to Grant. Can they seal this off here? Grant still going. It's set up for Dion, looking for space. A shot with his left foot, and just whiskers past the post. Max Pfaffman was diving at full stretch. Christian Dion once again causing trouble to the United back line, as he did in that first game. Here's Pino as we approach the final minute of normal time in this one. Hartford City holding on to a slim 1-0 lead thanks to a goal by Evan Jones in that first half. In the final minutes of regulation, Madrid looking for anything to come from that, but his luck ran out. I didn't have any teammates up forward. No one on the same page as him. And I'm sure Nate Di Loretto will be in no rush to take this goal kick, or punt. Guardino to Valencia. Koldanic couldn't reach it, and Grant with the clearance. Morel with the header on, could only find Nate Beecher. Dubin back to Beecher. If you're Hartford City, all about milking down the clock at this point. No need to go for another one. That could have been dangerous had Oladapo not gotten a little flick on it. Christian de Jong was lurking behind him. Oladapo forced it to a mistake. Can Hartford City seal it off here? Not quite, as Oladapo making up for his previous mistake and giving up possession. There will be a foul against Hartford City FC as we are officially at the end of regulation in this one. We've played the full 90 minutes, so only the referee at this stage knows how much longer we will play in this match. United still looking for one more opportunity to get themselves level against Hartford City FC. Not the ideal pass back to your keeper, but Faf been able to take care of it. Pino finds Koldonic. Able to head it on to Cadigan. Madrid has some space to his right. So does Oladapo. He finds him. Oladapo looking for Valencia. Won't reach him. Courtesy of the deflection. All the way back out to Yamere. All hands on deck now for the Garden State side. Beautiful move. Guidino now in possession as Pino to his left. And Guidino opted not to use him out of bounds. United will stay in possession. So possibly still an opportunity could be made off of this. Imore, Cadigan. Playing amongst your center backs isn't going to help you at this stage. Cadigan hoping, searching, looking forward. Koldonic plays it out to Pino. Bodies making their way into the box. One final moment here, maybe. Not quite. Beecher with the header away. And Valencia not committing the foul that time. Referee uninterested. Until 4 New Jersey United players foul Hartford City player. Or excuse me, it would actually go against Hartford City FC, as a matter of fact. So New Jersey United still have one more opportunity from the set piece, believe it or not. And the Hartford City FC player who I cannot make out at the moment is down in some pain. Imore is saying he just wants to restart play. He knows precious moments are ticking off the clock here. That was Thomas Dubin as confirmation, the player who was down but is back on his 2 feet. In stoppage time, the United have one more opportunity. Yomere towards that back post and didn't cause any trouble to Hartford City as able to clear their lines on a miscue by New Jersey. Di Loretto will be in no rush to take this. And only the referee knows how much time is still left in this game as we are officially in stoppage time. Hartford City, can they hold on to their 1-0 victory against United? Beat them 2 times in their first season. Klinger couldn't reach Cadigan, and once again it's broken up. Cadigan still fighting for it, but cannot keep possession. Now in midfield, plenty of space for Rance. Now in De Jong. He certainly can cause trouble at any given moment. Onside. Still going. If you're Hartford City, you might just want to take this one to the corner flag. Continue to take down some minutes, and that's what they will do. Can't keep it in play. New Jersey United come up with it through Guidino. Referee still allowing them to play on here, and Guidino still keeping it in play. Has options to his left. Here's Mesa. Looking for Koldonic once again. Just the connection has not been there in the midfield and in the final third for United. But still time remaining. Klinger forces Mark Grant into what I thought was going to be a clearance, but Very high IQ there, understanding the situation and letting that ball roll out of bounds for a goal kick to take more minutes off the clock, which the referee is aware of, who just had a word with Di Loretto, likely asking him to not waste time. I don't have the minutes in front of me, but it certainly feels like we've been playing maybe 7, 8 minutes already in extra time. Out of bounds, excellent work by Grant once again winning the throw-in for his side. Dion against Oladapo. Out of bounds, and Hartford City will have yet another throw-in. Everyone now watching the referee, waiting to hear that final whistle to officially give Hartford City all 3 points on their road trip to Staten Island, New York, here on the campus of Wagner College. It'll be a goal kick for New Jersey United, but how much more time is still remaining on the clock? At the end of regulation, about 8, maybe 9 minutes now in extra time. Mary will switch play. Valencia. Pino. They have to push it forward, United. Playing back is not going to help them. And just like that, that is the final whistle. New Jersey United unable to take anything away from Hartford City FC in their 2 matches against the side from Connecticut. Shake of the hands from the players and coaching staff. It was a well-fought match from both sides, but ultimately it is the team making the trip from Connecticut that ends up taking the 3 points home on what will be expected to be a very happy bus ride back to Hartford City. It was a goal in the first half by Evan Jones, who just about able to stay on side against Eric Sadlocha and the other center back, Jose Guidino, in that first half. Found himself in a one-on-one situation and slotted the ball nicely into the back of the net. New Jersey United, while they didn't have many great opportunities, it is one, well, where Coach Barboda will certainly look back on, thinking what they could have done differently. But at the conclusion of this game from the campus on Wagner College, your final score here, New Jersey United 0, Hartford City FC 1.